The Modern Sultan and the People Surviving on Rations, Albania in 2025. The Modern Sultan and the People Surviving on Rations, Albania in 2025. In the year 2025, Albania is a country divided in two worlds. On one side, there are private jets costing 35,000 euros per flight, luxury suites, red carpets in Brussels and Strasbourg, and on the other, pensioners counting slices of bread like pills, mothers crying over video calls to their immigrant children, and families feeding themselves with goods bought on credit from stores they'll never repay. At the center of this grotesque theater stands the man who once symbolized hope for change, but who today has turned into a caricature of himself. Edi Rama, the Sultan of Seoul. Once calling himself an artist and a rebel, today he behaves like a worn-out actor clinging to the script of absolute power. He flies across Europe in private jets, gives speeches about integration and fighting corruption, while behind his back, corruption blooms in every office, in every institution, and organized crime has become a business partner in governance. While the Sultan of Seoul appears at international summits dressed in fake smiles and speeches polished by highly paid consultants, the reality he represents is of a country being emptied, a people bowed under the weight of injustice, and an economy that exists only in the government's PowerPoint slides. In this European masquerade, the so-called old whore, as Fichte once described Europe, has chosen to turn a blind eye. It knows very well who Edi Rama is. It sees clearly what Albania represents, a country where hundreds of thousands of citizens live below the poverty line, where justice is an empty stage prop, where the voice of the people is muffled. But Europe stays silent. For the sake of interests. For the sake of stability. For the sake of secret deals. And so it accepts the Sultan of Seoul as the court artist, the man who speaks well, hides better, and deceives best. But nothing stays hidden forever. Neither the false glory, nor the deals with crime, nor public deception. Time has a peculiar habit. It strips everyone bare. Just as time unmasked Salih Berisha, one day it will also come for the Sultan of Seoul. He will be declared non grata not only by the US or the EU, but by Albania's own history, by the conscience of a nation which, even when oppressed, does not forget. Because history has another dark habit. It repeats itself when people forget. Albania seems cursed to forget, to accept, to surrender. But there is no greater curse for a country than to be led by rulers who trample over their people's struggles and be supported by citizens who admire only the beauty of words while ignoring the ugliness of deeds. In 2025, while the Sultan flies, the pensioner chews slowly through a piece of dry bread. While Rama holds exhibitions for himself in Paris, thousands of mothers feed their children nothing but plain boiled pasta with no taste. While those in power wear Dior suits, Albania wears shame. And when history is written, it won't remember the eloquent speeches of Edi Rama, nor his soulless paintings, but rather it will speak of a people who suffered while their sultan sold the country for the illusion of grandeur. And by then, it will be far too late for apologies.